Happy 2025. You guys, can you believe that another year has come and gone? So many wins, so many lessons, so much growth and collaboration. So, welcome to 2025. I'm so excited to jump in. I hope that you have done your annual calendar planning, your sexy calendar planning. But today we are going to dive in and we're going to be talking about something that is really important. And those are the 7 habits that I'm taking with me into 2025. These 7 habits have been able to really give me massive success in all the areas of my life. Personally, professionally, with my kids, in my business, with my own self care. So get ready to take some notes. I want to hear, what are you taking with you into 2025? Because there's some things that worked really, really well last year that I want to roll and keep the momentum going into this year to build even more success, to compound that success and make 2025 amazing. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you are here. You get the notifications every week when a new video rolls out. Also, make sure you like this video. And hey, also, I would love, love, love if you could share this with a friend. Hey, why not even share it with 3 friends? Because sharing is caring. And the more women that we bring together that we can lift up and inspire, the greater our communities are going to be, the greater our lives are going to be. And you get to elevate with the people that are around you on that journey together. So again, hit the subscribe button, like and share, and let's dive into the 7 habits that I'm taking with me into 2025. All right, habit number 1, and I highly, highly, highly recommend that you make this a priority this year if you haven't done this in the past. That is getting enough quality sleep. Now, I have been biohacking my sleep for the past, I don't know, 4 years, I would say, maybe even longer, between the supplements, my chili pads, my aura ring, there's so many different things that I do. If you haven't checked out that video about how I became a morning person, definitely check that out because I was never a morning person. And these things that I do really help set me up for success. So I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so I can feel rested and go at these high production levels. Like it just doesn't happen that you wake up at 5 o'clock, have all the energy to go lift and then bake a loaf of sourdough and get your kids off to school and then run your business and then make homemade meals and have time for your husband at the end of the night. Like that is work. I mean, I know some of you are like, Sandi, even listening to you, that just sounds exhausting because you guys have told me this. But again, it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because it's very, very strategic. Some of my favorite sleep hacks, like the products that I use, I have linked in the description below. A lot of these are just from Amazon, but a good quality sleep, you can never go wrong. As a matter of fact, that is the number one key that's going to set you up for success for every single day. Okay. A lot of you are like, Sandi, I don't have the energy. How do you do it? How do you run the business and the home and like do all the things? You guys, it's because I'm getting a good quality sleep. I'm restoring my body. So again, some of the things that I love, and I'll mention them, but they're also linked down below. It's getting that quality sleep because I'm also taking my vitamins, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. I have an aura ring so I can track my sleep and know exactly what's working, what's not working. You guys, I cut out alcohol, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, kind of like right after Jordy was born, because I saw how much it was affecting my body. Like I literally would wake up and not feel good, not want to work out, my productivity levels drop. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. So maybe for you it is, and you still enjoy, a cocktail, a glass of champagne or wine. But for me, it's just not. And I'll have a mocktail or, I started making this really, really good, orange, lemon, coconut water, ginger. I don't know. It's just like a juice and it's really, really good and it's energizing. So I do just like a shot of that with some honey in the morning. Again, all healthy alternatives, but getting quality and the right amount of sleep is going to be a game changer. So I'm taking that with me into 2025, and I hope you do too. The second habit that I am taking with me into 2025 are my daily immunity gummies. Now, you guys know I've been raving about soursop for the past year because it's literally the gummy that keeps my family and I healthy. When we travel, when we go on vacations, when all the other kids are getting sick in school and my family doesn't, it's because of these gummies. I don't know what's going on, but every single person I know right now is either getting over being sick or is sick right now. It's the first month in January. It's cold everywhere else in the United States except for Florida. But right now, you want to make sure that you're incorporating soursop into your morning routine. This is something the kids and I do. You guys see this on my Instagram stories. I do this every single morning. Number one, because they taste great. But number two, it's so easy. They have different powders that you can put into shakes, into muffins, into cakes, into oatmeals, like literally any recipe that you would bake with, even into soups. It's so good. And it's going to boost your immune system. I don't care what time of year it is. I will always take extra immune boosting properties, gummies, whatever it is, powders, because we run at such high levels. And I'm sure you do too. You wouldn't be listening to this podcast if you weren't running on super, all high levels at all the time. And I need to feel good. And I need my kids to feel good and my husband to feel good, because if not, we are down and out and we're just not operating at the production levels that, we should be. So those daily immunity gummies are a non-negotiable. I am still continuing to roll this with me into 2025. And by the way, for our listeners, I have a special code for you. It's Sandi10, or you can click the link below and you're going to be able to get 10% off your gummies, your boosts. There's chocolate, there's apple, there's pumpkin. Like, you guys, it's so amazing. I bake with all of them. We take, like I said, the gummies every single day. Get it into your routine. Stay healthy, because we need a year 2025 to be healthy, to conquer all the amazing goals that we're going after. Habit number 3 that I'm taking with me into 2025 is green juice before coffee. Now, you guys know that I've been loving my Fit Team Global greens, and there's so many benefits to green juicing. I'm sure you've heard of them, but let me just recap a few, because again, like, I was so used to just like waking up and having some in my protein shake or having my coffee after my workouts. But incorporating the greens into my routine before coffee has been such a game changer, and it tastes amazing. It's sweet. It's not chalky like most other green, powders are. It's really, really good. And it helps with detoxification. It helps with like glowing skin and increased energy levels. It just has so many benefits that once I started incorporating it into my morning routine, I started to see all of these extra benefits. And who doesn't want to have extra energy? Like, if you're a mom listening to this and you're like, Sandi, I will do anything. Because there was a point in my like motherhood journey where I was literally like, I will do anything to just have more energy to keep up with my kids, even though I was already working out. This is that for me. It's going to give you that detoxification. It's great to have, again, like before you have a heavy breakfast or before you have a heavy meal, drink it first. Drink it, first thing in the morning. It's going to give you all those added benefits. And like I said, it tastes really good, and it's a great thing to continue into your routine in 2025. All right, moving on to habit number 4 that I'm taking with me into 2025. This has been massive game changer in my life for the past, I want to say 4 years, because maybe 4.5, because I started doing this when Jordy, like just after Jordy was born. And this is taking my 10X vitamins. Now, you want to talk about boosted energy and libido and sleep and memory, and literally checking all the boxes of all the things that make you run and operate at these massive, massive levels. It's 10x Health. And I mean, look, the name itself, you guys know 10x Health, their mission is that they're bringing health and wellness and longevity into the hands of all of us, of everyday people that want that longevity. Our healthcare system, you guys, I could go on a whole rant about this. It's so broken, but 10x Health is here because they want to make it accessible to everybody. And honestly, that was probably the biggest game changer because I remember right after I had Jordy, I was so tired. Of course, my hormones were like all over the place. And I remember at the time, talking to one of their doctors, and she had said to me, okay, well, we got your levels back and we can see why you're tired and you're not getting good sleep and your libido is low. Like, they knew every single symptom that I had without even talking to me because they could see it in my blood work. So what I would recommend is get your blood work done. If you haven't had it done in the past 3 to 6 months, figure out where your levels are at and get on the vitamins, get on the protocol that's right for you. Because at the end of the day, like, if you don't feel good, nothing is going to be optimal in your life. The relationship you have with your kids or your spouse or how you're operating your business, like, it's just going to be surviving. It will be at a survival level. So figure out how to optimize your health and everything else will completely change. Again, I can't rave about this enough because it completely transformed my life 4.5 years ago. So I have that link below. Check them out, get your levels checked, and you guys, this will completely change your life. Habit number 5 that I'm taking with me into 2025 is sticking with a consistent workout routine. Now, you guys know that I just won my pro card and 2 first place trophies in the WBFF. So if you don't know, that's the World Beauty, Fitness, and Fashion. I had never competed before and went for the first time, snagged 2 first place trophies and that pro card. And I have to tell you, it's because of the consistency. It's hiring the coach that I had, Amanda. You guys, if go back and watch that interview that I did with her, being consistent, going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, having programmed nutrition and workouts. Like, I don't have to think about the workouts that I'm doing when I wake up. They're there for me. I don't have to think about how many macros am I eating a day or how much protein I should be eating at a meal because I know, because it's consistent. And you guys, this is the thing I want to tell you. Most people don't want the discipline because they feel like, oh, I can't have flexibility or it sounds boring. But the beautiful thing about discipline and consistency is the more you have it, the more freedom you actually have, the more it allows you to do and show up. And for me, like, my life is very planned, it's very structured, it's very organized, if you can't tell. But having these kind of like staples in my life of the food that I'm eating, the time I wake up and go to bed, the schedule that I follow, it's going to give you so much more flexibility in your life to show up for you, to achieve the goals that you want to have, to go after a fitness competition, to show up as Mrs. International. For it doesn't matter what it is that you want to do, write a book, have a podcast. You literally get to have more flexibility because you have discipline and consistency in your life. So going into 2025, I am still sticking with a consistent workout routine, making sure that I have my accountability and I'm showing up and I'm getting my workouts in. And by the way, if you are a member of the High Performance Academy, we are doing a 30-day accountability fitness challenge. So for 30 days, we are making sure that you're snapping a photo or video of your workouts and also sticking to a macro. It's either a macro or a protein, grams of protein for every single meal, hydration. And then at the end of the month, we're doing an in-person live workout together. So if you want to get in on that, DM me on Instagram at Sandi Glant, or you can email me at Sandra@sandraglant.com and I will send you more details and information on that. Get around people who are winning, get around people who want to succeed and become the best versions of themselves, because it will be a game changer across every area of your life. So I hope you join us. All right, rolling into the 6th habit that I am taking with me into 2025, and that is staying organized and decluttering. You guys, like, we took all the Christmas decorations down, all the holiday decorations down. Well, we had a company come in and do it because they come in, they set it up, they take it down, they clean up the house. It's amazing. If you want that and you're in South Florida, let me know. I'll get you the details. But everything is organized now. My entire house is decluttered from all the holiday stuff. It's just like it feels lighter. And every little area of my house, my desk, a drawer, a shelf, like I am meticulously looking at to make sure it's decluttered, it's picked up, it's organized, little shelves, little drawers. Like I'm at the point now where I feel like we've decluttered so much that anything that's like excess, I'm like, throw it out. Get rid of it, donate it. We just donated 2 big bags of toys from Jake and Jordy from their playroom because they just got a lot of new stuff for the holidays. So we got rid of those bags. I'm going through like old clothes and donating them or giving them away. Like it feels so good to just like shed off the old and not even bring in the new, just like shed off the old because I'm trying to go. I don't want to say it's a minimalism because I feel like that's going very far for me. I don't think my husband would agree with with that. But what I'll tell you is really organizing and decluttering the small spaces, keeping things, super clean and picked up, almost to a minimalism, but not that far. Like we're kind of somewhere in the middle. So just being extra organized, like I'm loving this for 2025 because I feel like I get to a point where like I maybe overbuy things or I'll purchase something that I already have, like a night cream or a journal or I don't know, like a microphone or a tripod, like things that I already have that I'm not using. So I'm just kind of going through this like shedding process and it feels really, really good. If you are on the same bandwagon with me, I would love for you to comment below and let me know, like, are you doing this? Do you want to get on board with this? Actually, it could be any of these habits that we're talking about. So it could be sticking with a consistent workout. It could be waking up with your routine. It could be your green juice before your coffee. It could be, getting enough sleep. Like all of these are such good habits. So I would love to hear from you. Just comment below. Let me know which one are you rolling into 2025 with, or maybe it's not one of these. Maybe it's one that you have that you're like, yes, this has worked really, really well. I'm rolling this with me into 2025. I would love to see that, to learn from you and to see like, what do you have that's working? Maybe it's something that I want to incorporate. So comment below, let us know. We are here as a group. We are here as a collective, and share. If it's working for you, share it so we can also get in and collaborate on that as well. All of that being said, my 7th habit that I want to share with you that is perfectly fitting for what we were just talking about is going into 2025. I am 1000% taking with me surrounding myself with other high performance women that want to win, that are always working on the best versions of themselves. It doesn't mean that we're perfect, okay? That is not what that means, but it means that like the excellence in me sees the excellence in you. The slay in me sees the slay in you, okay? So for me, like the biggest upgrade is surrounding yourself with other high performance women, people that are going to hold you accountable, other women that are going to, have other habits and strategies and successes in their life that they can share with you and that you can collaborate on and that you can have big goals and dreams together. Like that's what I want more of in my life. Always, always, always. So if that's you and you're like, yes, I want that inspiration to aim higher and achieve more and have shared wins and cheer other women on. Like when you see your girlfriend is winning, do you want her to win? Or do you just want you to win? Because I want to be around women that collectively are cheering for each other and celebrating and collaborating. Like that's what the High Performance Academy is about. So if that's you and you're like, Sandi, I want to win big. I want systems and strategies in my business so I can work less and show up more and really like win at life and do the things that I enjoy doing, whether that's being with your spouse, being with your kids, fueling into your clients or your business, or hey, doing something for yourself, because that's really important too. Having that self-care time, your workouts, a massage, nails, hair, like all those things. Like, yes, we should all not feel guilty for doing that. So If that is you and you want to get around other high performance women who are winning, who are celebrating with each other, who are collaborating with each other, you have got to get into the High Performance Academy. So, the new structure that I have for 2025 is this is by application form only. This is not open to the public. You have to submit an application to make sure that you are the right fit for these women, because these women, again, they are winning, they're collaborating. It is a certain woman that belongs in this group that has to have the right mindset and goals and collaboration that we want to have in this community. So if that sounds like you and you want to get in on these events and the calls and the systems and the strategies and all the things that make up the High Performance Academy, then what you can do is email me at sandra@sandraglant.com. I'll put it down in the description below, and I'll send you over an application form to make sure that you're a good fit. We'll hop on a call and we'll see if it's a good fit for both of us. So I highly encourage you to think about what your goals are for the year. Who do you want to get around? What is it that you want to achieve? Because if you don't have a plan, what's the famous saying, right? If you don't have a plan, then plan to fail. Benjamin Franklin. And you got to take the action steps that align with that. You got to get around the people that are doing big things. And by doing big things, it also means that you're failing forward because you're learning and you're taking the lessons, right? So it's going to come when anytime you see anybody winning really big, it's because they've had a lot of failures right before that. So don't be afraid of failure, lean into it, get around other women who are doing big things and winning and collaborating and lifting each other up. So again, if you want to come join us in the High Performance Academy, I would love to send you an invitation to fill out an application form and see if it's a good fit. So you can again email me at sandra@sandraglant.com. And those are my 7 habits that I am rolling with me into 2025. I cannot wait to hear from you. What are you taking into 2025? Or maybe it's one of these habits that you're going to start doing in 2025. So let me know below. And as always, ladies, make sure you go out and slay your day.